Okay, so in this video, we want to show you that how you can insert your SD card with the operating system to the board, and then how you can boot up your Jetson and do some initial system setup. So first of all, you can insert your SD card to the back of the board, and the top surface is should be down towards the board. And just be aware that this has some spring. This socket has some spring inside, so it's clicky, right? You need to kind of click it to get in, get out. So please do not using brutal force to insert or get out the card. And next, we want to connect some peripherals such as the mouse and the keyboard. The board has 4 USB ports. It also has an Ethernet port for internet connection, but you can also use Wi-Fi because it has a Wi-Fi card as well. Now we connect the monitor through HDMI, and finally we connect the power to the board. There should be a green light indicate that the board is booting up, and you can see the fan is also start working. So I think the screen, yeah, the screen is on. So because we are doing this as a live demo, so we might facing some issues as well, but we also want to show you that how we solve these issues in real time. So let's wait for a bit. In general, I think the board is doing some setting to initialize the system right now, and shortly after we will see that the system enter the Linux, the Ubuntu operating system. So let's wait for a bit. Okay, so now we are in the Ubuntu system, and shortly after we will start to set up the system. So let's push the camera a little bit close. Oh, sorry. Push the camera a little bit close to the screen so we can see what's on the screen. Okay, so now my colleague will set up the Ubuntu system. So first, let's click accept the terms of this license, then continue. Here we choose English as the language for the system. And now we're choosing the keyboard layout as English UK, then click next. And here we want to connect to the Wi-Fi at our university. Just be aware that sometimes you might need to play around with the setting here. For example, at our university, we need to set the Wi-Fi security, the authentication to this PEAP option. Then also click no CA certificate is required. Then we just enter the username and the password of a university to get the Wi-Fi. You might not have to do this, I guess, if you are under different Wi-Fi setting, but in general, you need to play around with the setting here to get it connected. Or you can use a wired connection through the Ethernet port on the board. So now let's connect. Click continue. Changing the time zone to London, continue. Okay, so for the username, we're just using Jetson for demonstration. Okay, and now we also choose login automatically to save some time for us. And here, basically, it asks if we want some memory for the app partition. Um, I think here we're just using the default value here. That should be fine. Click continue. And here ask us if we want to install this Chromium browser. I guess for this demonstration, we choose not to save some time. Click continue. Okay, now the system needed to do some setting based on our kind of configuration. And I think this should not take too long. Okay, now the configuration is done, and it will also, I guess, apply or install some packages. I guess it's hard to say on the camera, but basically there's nothing much to see here. Okay, now the system is rebooting, and shortly after we will get into the system and see the Ubuntu desktop. Okay, now we are in the desktop. So let's move the camera a little bit to see there are a few more settings here. But basically, you can skip all of them. So let's just, well, I guess depends on your need. But here for the demonstration, we just skip some of them. Okay, then next. Then next, yes. So some packages we can install later. So click down. Okay. So this pretty much everything. Let's open a terminal to see if the system works. Okay, yeah. So this pretty much everything on this topic. So we install the SD card. We insert SD card to the board. Then we do the initial system setup. So thank you for watching.